All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Game of Thrones The Card Game World Championship Finals.
Second edition.
Finals.
Technically the first World Championship Finals for second edition?
Technically, if we're not going to count the War of Five Kings, you know, whatever.
I definitely count that one myself.
Well, we've got two great players starting off here. On one side, we have Joe Mirando. He's going to be playing Lannister Banner of the Wolf. And on the other side,
we have Giovanni Faciolo.
Faciolo. That's my best guess. Giovanni Faciolo.
And what is important about Giovanni, besides having an awesome name and being the Italian national champion, is that he is representing House Targaryen.
Right.
And what is his opponent playing?
Lannister, Banner of the Wolf.
Ooh. Yeah. That's a little different. We saw a lot of Lanny winner throughout the tournament.
Yep.
And so we basically have Targaryen fealty.
Yep.
Against Lanny of the Wolf.
Yeah.
Which is an unusual pairing.
There's a couple Starks sneaking in there.
But that's a great pairing.
Yeah, absolutely. The getting like Eddard Stark can really help push your renown game a lot faster. Arya's a great character, and then Bran can help protect you from a lot of the nasty events that might be coming your way.
Lannister's kind of the story of Thrones right now.
Yeah.
40% of the Swiss field, 40% of the top cut.
Right.
The thing people are declaring as like the undisputed king of the game at the moment.
Right.
I'm very happy that we have a Targaryen player here in the finals.
Absolutely.
I'm a Targaryen loyalist myself.
Yeah.
And so I'm hopeful here. I mean, I don't want to say I'm cheering for Giovanni, but I love both Italy and the Targaryens.
You can say that. Yeah.
So I'm cheering for Targaryen.
All right.
Which is, we'll see how that works out, but I'm really happy about it.
Absolutely. So we have both players preparing here. Giovanni got an awesome hat. Joe Mirando's got this awesome bandana sweatband thing. I don't know. I'm not cool enough to wear a hat like that, so that's me.
Yeah, well, they're getting their opening hands here, and I'm curious to see what the setups.
Yeah, they're so both players are going to be taking a look at what they've got here in hand. Sorry about that. We were working out some audio difficulties here. I'm just gonna call a spade and let you all in on what that awkward pause was all about.
Absolutely. So they're looking at opening hands here. Have they mulliganed? Do you know? Did you watch that?
I do not think they have mulliganed yet. Though it looks like Joe may have just mulliganed. He is now shuffling again.
Now, to be fair, back in my who I'm rooting for before we get into this, Joe is representing at this point the United States of America.
Yep.
And I have a bit of a nationalistic lean as well, so now I'm torn.
Really?
I have a House Targaryen loyalty and a United States loyalty. So, but if it's going to be any other country, I'm pretty happy about Italy.
Italy's a pretty sweet country.
I'm a fan.
I've only been in the airport of Rome, but it was an airport. It was better than the Icelandic airport, let me tell you.
I'm a really big fan of their history.
Yeah.
Historically, Romans are always.
Are Italians the same as Romans?
No, but Romans are Italians. It's still square.
All right.
Rectangle.
A square is a cube, but.
Speaking of squares and cubes, it looks like we have Tyrion and Bran on the Stark Lanny train with a.
Yep. And on the other side, we've got the Miri mass murder, who is going to just go straight through a lot of these characters.
Miri mass murder, man. And we got the Targaryen loyalist. They both have a Rose Road out. Pretty equal setups here. I think the dupe on Tyrion is really nice.
Yeah, that is definitely nice, especially with Miri on the board. She's probably gonna take out Bran as her first target.
If she gets to have a target.
Easy
killer. We haven't even set up. We haven't even done the first march.
I can see nightmares and treachery in Joe's hand actually. So there are two easy answers to Miri right there.
And he's got Tyrion there to pay for it. You know what I mean? Bran is so obnoxiously annoying.
Yeah, in the books too. So boring.
Every time you get to a chapter, why?
We were just talking about that, Stephen and I, and just it's
Bran.
It's bedtime when you get to a Bran chapter.
That's right. It's like I just skipped it. Anyway, so we have building season here on Giovanni's side, and what's the name of that plot?
Noble Cause. That's the alt art Noble Cause. It is very nice.
Perfect. Great scene. Anyways, so that's kind of hinting that we might have a Lord in Joe's hand. I'm thinking.
Yeah, definitely. I see a Tywin.
Tywin. If you get Tywin and Tyrion out on turn one, you're kind of doing your mission as a Lannister player, right?
Yep, absolutely. So Giovanni's going to be able to search, and he actually opened with this last turn as well. Being able to search for a location or attachment, really, really good. You know, if he can find a crown of gold, he could crown Tyrion right off the bat, shoot right through that dupe.
Oh man, that's an aggressive counter.
That was his opening move last turn. You know,
but it's 1 up per deck. You can't count on that.
Yep.
Let's see what he gets.
So he's got Beggar King in there. Beggar King's a really good card. Oh, I love how he's revealing these cards.
Just can't even see him.
All right, so he's got a Plaza and he's got Beggar King. Those look like his only options. Beggar King's really big for boosting his economy. Plaza could be good too as another way to kind of burn Bran out and take him off the board.
Let me reference Giovanni's list here.
Yeah, yep.
Spoilers. I'm curious if he's running milk.
He is.
He's running milk. So he had a lot of options here, I think, to ultimately deal with Tyrion pretty quickly.
Yeah.
He had three milks. He had obviously the crown of gold.
Yep.
Just got none of it.
Yep.
But I like that. I think, and this is my thing about the whole Thrones matter right now.
Right.
If Lannister is the quote-unquote king, every deck should be really indexing against that, and it seems like that's what this is doing.
Yeah.
Even the Beggar King is a great anti-Lanny Winter element here.
Yep. Yeah, you double down on protecting yourself against where they try to hit you, and you'll be able to ride that out to the end.
Yeah.
So he's grabbing Beggar King, as we just mentioned.
And I think, Crown of Gold and Milk with building season just gives you so many outs against if they don't have a lot of the cards. Okay, are we getting a translation here?
Yep. Giovanni, I believe, has at least partially Italian cards.
That's
so
awesome.
Beggar King's one of the newer ones, and we're getting just the English translation on exactly what that means. So it's going to make the character a king. You can kneel it to gain a gold. When your opponent reveals a plot that has a higher gold value than yours, you get 2 gold. Oh, he has the crown of gold in his hand right now.
Oh, man, this is going to be saucy. So he's going to, I think he obviously just nukes Tyrion.
I think so too. Yeah, I think that's absolutely right. He'll be able to reduce the cost with the fealty there. Oh, man, it's going to be so good. Yep, drops in Illyria's estate.
Yep, -2.
Here it comes.
Go. Man, that's a big play up front.
Yep,
boom.
Right. That's how he started just the last game.
What an opening to the World Championship Finals, my friends.
Whoa. And that card, only 1 of in the deck, and he's had it right at the beginning both of these games.
That is just clutch.
That's going to be really tough for Joe to overcome over the course of this game.
Burn them all, my friends. Burn them all. And he still has 3 gold left to play something with and a reducer.
Yep.
He could play some dragons or,
Unsullied. He's got an Unsullied in his hand. That looks pretty good. Yep, 3 cost. Could be a dragon.
There it is, Rhaegal. And he's got a gold left to threaten.
Yep, Dracarys.
And a dupe. This is ridiculously good for Giovanni. What an incredible start.
Yeah.
And if you look at Joe's...
There's a Beggar King.
And there goes Beggar King.
Miri's a king.
He's not even going to threaten.
Yeah.
Dracarys.
Yep.
That's it. Joe here is going to get 5 gold, reduce the Lord by 2, plus 1 gold from the Rose Road. He can play Tywin, but he's only going to have 1 gold left.
Right. Yep, he's going to have to
Rose Road's good. He's establishing some economy
make tough choices. Now, he does have some cards that are going to help him survive this turn. He's got the Nightmares. He's got the Treachery. Both of those are going to help him kind of weather the storm of Miri. And he won't have to worry about Crown of Gold for the rest of the game. I know we said that last time after Crown of Gold got played, and then things quickly went downhill for the Lannisters. But hopefully this round it'll be...
Crown of Gold is absolutely... you just used it on Tyrion.
Right. Oh, yeah. No. You don't save it. But
so this is interesting. So Tywin's coming out, and you can imagine if Tyrion was still on the board here, this is just trouble for Giovanni.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a bigger uphill battle for Joe, thanks to Crown of Gold.
Yep.
And if we had a win percentage meter on the screen here, it set up. It's like Tyrion. Here comes Tywin, leaning towards Joe, but Crown of Gold just straight up answer.
Yeah, absolutely. So just playing Tywin, saving 1, that's absolutely right. You want to be able to play that Treachery or that Nightmares or whatever you might have.
You have to the blink.
Yep. So we'll see how Giovanni chooses to challenge.
And I like going back to the Dracarys or threatening it. He has Bran on the board. I forgot about that.
Yep.
So even if you can threaten it, it's not really that big of a threat.
Right.
And you're playing, like if he's playing Tywin, which is kind of what you probably expect, you can't burn Tywin.
Yep. So he's going in power with Miri, threatening the kill, of course, if it's unopposed. But then, say you block with Tywin, then Rhaegal comes in unopposed and you still lose a guy. Fortunately, Joe has multiple answers in hand to Miri, Nightmares, and Treachery, as we've discussed, and he'll be able to cancel that.
Just not care about this power.
All right, you're going to replace claim?
So unopposed. Play Treachery. Yep.
Saving the Nightmares here. Yep, unopposed. Treachery is a strong card.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of the best.
Yeah, Lannister has some good cards, as it happens.
There's a reason they're so well played.
All right, now Rhaegal, you got to swing in, try to get Tywin to kneel down.
Yep.
You're just going to get rid of Reducer.
Yep.
Intrigue?
So he's coming in for the intrigue there.
Oh, instead of the claim.
Yep. Well, I mean, I think that it's an interesting call, right? Because you do military, it's possibly he'll just let it go, claim the reducer.
The thing I like about military, though, and maybe he's trying to get. I'll conclude my thought.
Yeah.
The thing I like about military is if you can get rid of the, and he didn't get it anyway. He just blocked the Tywin, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. I'd imagine he was gonna block with Tywin either way, but
no reason to risk any of it.
Yep.
All right. So now after round 1, power not that big of a deal at this point.
Yep.
Joe's up 3-0 technically.
Yeah, so that crown of gold was pretty big on taking out Tyrion. However, look at the economy advantage on the Lannister side. Joe is getting +4 gold to every plot he plays.
Which is nuts.
That is so nuts. Beggar King obviously going to help out the Targaryens a bit, but it's not on the same level.
+4 gold, and he has a reducer.
Yeah.
On the flip side, though, Giovanni has a +1 gold and 2 reduced cards, so he's not that far behind. Plus fealty, so he's got also ultimately 4. Oh yes.
Yeah. There
Money
it is.
in the bank.
All right, Blood of the Dragon.
Wow, Giovanni's out for blood.
Yeah, that is absolutely what you want to do. Just
Clearing
get
everything.
Clear out Bran.
Good Lord.
No worries about Bran for the rest of the game. Counting coppers, though, that will fill up Joe's hand, give him a lot of space for any answers that might come out.
All right, now he's using the Beggar King, I think, to get some gold.
Can't actually, because they have the same gold on their plots.
Yeah.
But
that's actually a very clever play.
Yeah.
That probably normally nets you some gold because of Beggar King.
Right.
The 2 gold, but counting copper is a good play. Man, that plot, money right there.
Yeah, being able to eliminate Bran and just leave only Tywin on the board.
And at this point, threatening Dracarys even stronger than before.
Yep.
Because you're -1 from the plot. And that's going to be a problem this whole round. Can't play claim soak, really.
Mm-hmm.
So a Miri and then a military claim could be a real problem for Tywin.
Yeah, absolutely.
Another reducer here. Strong economy on both players. It's good to see that. Sometimes a player will get shorted on economy at this point, and that's not the kind of game you want in the finals. This is an ideal setup.
Yep. So objective number 1 for Joe this turn is that he absolutely needs to survive this turn with someone besides Tywin in play. Otherwise, Tywin is just going to get marched to the wall at the very end of this turn.
And that's going to be a hard build to fit. You have an Unsullied here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is another reduction. So if you attack like a military with Unsullied, you can't block with Tywin because there's a threatening Dracarys. Play.
Yep.
Going to go ahead and milk Miri, which is a critical step here in survival. Yeah, because if Miri can go, it could be a problem.
Yeah, you don't want Miri to go off.
And you have to be super careful because you're correct. If you in the turn with anything other than, you need more than just Tywin. You have to have more than just Tywin.
Yep. And so that's going to mean surviving the military claim, surviving Miri. Thankfully, that milk is going to help with that. And yes.
But that's hard, right?
Yep.
Because he's threatening Dracarys. And if he can deliver on Dracarys, then he does a military challenge. What do you block with, right? If you block with the other thing that you play here.
Yep.
And they get burnt, then you have to pay the claim, and now you're down to Tywin.
Yep.
So, that's going to be helpful. King's Road.
Yep.
See what he can get out. He needs ultimately 3 guys.
Yeah, really.
And that's hard when the -1 is dead.
All right, there's Sir Amory Lorch. He's 4 for 4, and then when your opponent has 3 or fewer characters, he gets Renown.
He has Renown.
Yep, and he's another body who has a high enough strength to not just die from the Unsullied and being in a challenge, but obviously in danger of Dracarys.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, you just military with Unsullied here, and it's like,
what do you do?
You better run for the hills.
You need more characters. He's got some Winterfell Stewart. Oh, another Brandon play who is dead.
Yeah, and Arya.
Arya, okay. Arya could be interesting.
What's her printed strength?
It's 2, so she wouldn't die right away. She
could be a dupe.
She couldn't oppose the inside. Yes, that's the key thing, is that she gets a dupe, which is going to help you soak that military claim.
Yeah, do not let her get burnt.
Yes.
That's actually the ideal.
Yeah.
Having the dupe there.
Yep.
Really a dupe on either of the other characters. If you'd had another Tywin, that would have been helpful too.
Right. Arya is definitely a very good answer to the situation.
He had answers, right? He has Arya with a dupe. He had Milk, which is really important, and he had another character that doesn't just lose to burn.
Yep.
So here we go, Unsullied up. I imagine that's the military.
Yep. I would imagine that you're correct.
Tough choices here. Threatening Dracarys. Dracarys is such a critical card for Targ.
It's so good. It's faction defining, really.
It brings the heat.
Yep. That's what they say.
See what I did there?
Oh, you so punny.
Oh, man. All right, this is the big moment.
Yep. I feel like you have to let it go unopposed. Okay.
Tywin's a good call here, right? So 6 strength, -1, -2. Actually, that's a bad call.
Yeah,
that's a notoriously bad call.
You don't want to do that. Don't do that, Joe.
You unopposed, you clear the dupe off of
Yep, absolutely.
Arya.
You got to just say it unopposed. So there isn't any worry that someone's going to get put to the sword or something like that. There isn't going to be some kind of crazy claim raise or anything like that. It's just going to be normal. You're going to take the military claim. Oh, I feel like sending in Tywin is so risky.
Well, he's either got Dracarys or not, and if he does, it's game over.
Yeah.
Just game.
Yeah, I agree. We'll see.
For now.
Oh, he doesn't have it.
Doesn't have it.
Called the bluff. Man, that is a risky play, but
yeah.
Sometimes when you're behind, you got to go, you got to swing.
Absolutely. That's where you got to go sometimes. Go to the wire.
Man, that was
Oh man,
that's a risky play.
I think that elevated my heart rate a little bit. Coming in with Miri. Not nearly so threatening since he's milked, but gonna go ahead and claim some power.
Yeah, give me some of that power.
Yep.
And this is evening out a little bit here, making it through this turn. Joe.
Yeah.
He's kind of establishing himself. He's going to have some consistent economy.
Yeah.
He has lots of cards once we get past this plot. Now, the real trick is if there were 2 of those plots on the deck. Is it limit 1?
It's limit 1.
Okay.
Yep.
Good. As it should be. Nightmare's gone.
That's good. That's a good pull for Giovanni.
No challenges.
And we'll see if Giovanni has a way to get rid of that milk.
Yeah, he is running confiscation in his deck, so that's an easy answer. But we'll see if he wants to do that. The downside of confiscation, of course, is that, if getting rid of attachment is all you're doing, it has some goal. It's not that great. You might be sacrificing a larger board position than you're gaining back.
Sure. We will see.
So we've got 3 power on Giovanni's side to 4 over on Joe's side. Both players considering their plots pretty carefully here.
It's an important choice.
Yeah.
We're kind of... Thrones is all, there's this balance that's happening the whole time until someone finally makes the move to really start getting ahead.
Yeah, it's a game of jockeying for position, and once you get that advantage, then capitalizing on it as hard as you can.
Yeah,
and never letting up.
I'm impressed that Joe is in as really good of a spot he is. That having Arya that round was impressive. There's that confiscation.
Yep, having Arya and not having the Dracarys was
both good things for Joe.
Yes.
All right, so confiscation. What's the plot on the other side here?
So that is Summer Harvest. So that is going to just have a gold value of 2 higher than your opponent's. So it's going to be 6 plus 4 from his Tywin and Rose Road. So
that
10
is a
gold.
Lot of gold.
That is a lot of gold. Giovanni is not running a Wildfire Assault or anything like that. So he won't. Not that Joe knows that, of course, but it may be. Joe is safe to expand.
It's always the question, and Valor's going to be coming out soon, so that'll make it even more interesting.
It will.
Here goes the milk. See if we can get another one on Joe's side.
Yep.
Draw.
All right, draw time.
Yep.
Important draw. How critical of a draw that draw turn is.
Yeah.
If Joe could see maybe like a Jamie, Hound, Mountain.
Yeah. Anyone. Let's got some little guys. Got some.
Another milk from downtown.
Yep. The second milk is the worst. I mean, the third one is really the worst, but
bodyguard there.
If you get that far,
it's a good thing to have.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want Tywin.
I think Joe's got a pretty poor hand here. Look at that. He has 7 gold unspent.
Yep.
Just from lack of characters in hand. He even had the draw last time.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see if Giovanni, this is a moment, right, where Joe could have kind of gotten back into board position.
Absolutely.
If Giovanni has the goods as far as characters here, they both have incredible economies going. But this is really a turn where I think Giovanni can get ahead if he just has characters. So we'll see what he's got in his hand.
Yep.
5 here with some reducers. 3 total reductions. So he's got 8. He can play any Targaryen card there is. -1.
Yep. So there's the loyalist.
Boom. I have a feeling these boards are about to get insane.
Yeah.
Paying 1.
Yep.
Milking Tywin.
Yep. That's going to help.
That is going to help. Another reduction.
Yep.
Paying 2.
Make room. Make way.
Another dragon.
Yep.
Gonna keep
you really
2.
You really want to kind of see Danny out there with all those dragons, but
well,
the dragons will do.
The queen's the last to arrive. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
Cards in hand?
She shows up to claim her crown.
Well, King Miri is already here, so.
King Miri.
King Miri. Won't be able to get to murdering anytime soon, though. Looks like Giovanni ultimately has fairly few. He really needs to get Viserys if he wants to get rid of that milk. Alternatively, he does run 1 rattle shirts. Those are pretty much his only outs at this point for getting rid of that milk.
And I think, having a character like Miri who can kind of draw all the attention is very important because you're forcing your opponent to use cards and resources on that character specifically.
Yeah.
And now, right, if Giovanni puts down Danny or any number of characters, he's out of milks.
Yep.
There's 1 left, but
right.
Statistically, you're hoping he doesn't see a 3rd.
Yep.
No challenges.
All right. Joe is just passing challenges there, which I feel like is
just taking his time.
Probably what you got to do.
Yeah, he does not have a board position to be attacking here.
Yep, definitely. You need to continue to build up and hope that you can see it through.
We'll see what happens on the challenges side for Giovanni. Again, this is his turn to really remove a dupe. I guess the bodyguard is a nice use here.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Rhaegal coming in with intrigue there to kneel out Tywin. We'll see if Joe chooses to do that or not.
Giovanni should be able to get a military and a power through, which will be a pretty solid turn for him.
Yeah.
Of course, Joe sitting on all the gold.
Right. He really won't. He really needs Tywin to take that bait there and kneel down to get those challenges through. All right, so that just went unopposed. Pulled a copy of Dead Bran.
Not exactly. Obviously, Joe doesn't care too much about his hands.
Right.
Not too many critical elements hanging out.
Yeah, it's not exactly stacked.
Yeah, but I think the intrigue there with Rhaegal is correct.
Yep.
The value of that intrigue is not super high, but Rhaegal is not a super necessary character. It looks like Miri and Unsullied and the Loyalist going in for power, which is really good.
Yep.
Unsullied -1 across the board, which is going to give him some real legs.
Yep. So he's coming in for 9 strength.
9 with a universal -1.
Yep. Looks like Joe can only block for 9 strength total.
Yeah. That's right. So these are the right plays, and then you still got a military open.
I'm sure Joe will just decide to chump block this like with Arya or something and allow it to Okay.
Looks like he's chump blocking with a loyalist.
Yep. Who is 0 strength. So that's just went unopposed.
Yep.
That's
a mistake.
definitely a mistake. Yep.
I mean, loosely. It's a 1 power.
It's a mistake.
Yeah, it's a mistake.
You know, it's, yeah.
One power is enough to win or lose a game.
Yep.
I'm curious that Drogon there, not attacking. I guess just winning dominance.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
not.
you couldn't have pushed it through.
Yeah,
You know.
you just give renown to
Yeah.
2 characters. That's fair. I was assuming he would block in on the
Sure.
power. Plot time.
All right. Both players choosing what plots to do next. All right, confiscation to counting coppers.
Yep.
That makes sense from Giovanni.
On
He-
Tywin.
Yep, getting rid of that. Giovanni definitely wants us to try and get some answers to that milk on Miri.
Yeah, and he's got 4 reduction on board with 2 golds.
He's got to
Plus
get
the
2
roll
more
from the
gold from
plot.
Beggar King.
That's just, he's got a lot of money.
Yep.
Cards is exactly what he needed. Again, he's got board position now. He's gonna have card advantage, and he's definitely, I think, a step ahead of Joe right now. Ahead on power, ahead on cards, ahead on board position. But Joe is closer to this in this game than I would have expected after that opening turn.
Yeah, definitely. After losing Tyrion and Bran, so that Blood of the Dragon turn, it could have been pretty messy.
It was messy.
It was messy.
Could have been worse.
Yep. Yeah, Joe doing a great job of hanging around. Obviously, you know, both of these players are playing at a level worthy of world champions, but only one can actually claim that title.
Oh man, we got a King's Road too. All the money in Castle Rock.
On the Targaryen side,
Who's it coming?
there's Syrio.
Ah man, that's a good card here with a dupe.
Yep, Syrio's really, really good. Works awesomely with Miri. Obviously, it's best if
She's
Miri
not,
is not blank,
blanked, yeah.
but you know, being able to give Miri stealth is just, whew, it's good.
There's the plaza too. That's gonna just continue to reinforce this board position in here.
Yep, that'll help just by burning through Arya.
There it is. Viserys is the answer we were looking for.
Yep, and that is essentially the next. You know, Joe now cannot play First Snow of Winter, or that milk goes away. He can't make military challenges, or that milk goes away. There's just, you know, just having Viserys on the board restricts Joe's options so much unless he's willing to see Miri fully active.
Which is not, especially with Syrio on the board.
Yeah, it's
That is not what you want.
so plenty of gold on Joe's side as well. He's looking at 8.
But, you know, he had a bunch last turn, didn't play anything, has 2 cards here. So
Yep.
did he get it or not? That's really the question. There's so many good characters he could draw into.
Yeah.
He needed to have drawn at least one of them.
Yep. Someone like Eddard Stark here could be pretty good.
The non-loyal.
Is that a Hershey's Kiss on the board right by Giovanni's deck?
No, I think it's a turtle.
Oh.
It's like a little turtle.
It really, really looked like a... Oh!
Oh, man.
Playing Ward on Viserys to take control of him.
That is-
wow.
Just the answer we were
Yes.
looking for. Answer. It's like Giovanni does a great thing, and then Joe just answers it.
Yeah, I mean, admittedly, it's an
What a
expensive
game.
answer. You're paying 4 gold for just one, like a useless character, basically. But
I mean,
being able to
claim soak,
remove
though,
that,
right? Like,
yeah,
You're paying 1 to remove their character, their claim soak, their option, and also get your own.
yeah, it's good. Both players.
Plus, if he controls Viserys, does it blank Viserys?
Nope, it doesn't blank
So
him.
he'll get a trigger.
Yeah,
And that could get rid
he
of
can
the
take care of Beggar King. Yeah,
That's an incredibly great play,
Yeah.
actually. That's a
yep,
yeah, that's
really,
2
really,
thumbs up.
yeah.
What a-
world champion caliber
What
play.
a clutch card. Gosh.
And Viserys is a Stark now.
How many wards are in that deck?
2.
All right. On the money.
Yep. That's so good.
Yeah, as Giovanni, that's got to be just infuriating.
I've seen Ward swing more games than.
Than you care to count.
Yep, it's happened a lot.
Giovanni still, I think, here up on cards and board position, but that's a great play.
Yep. Yeah, I still think Giovanni has the overall superior position, but yeah, you're probably not happy about seeing that.
Just making sure they remember how to kneel cards here.
Yep. This is how you kneel a card.
Yep. Left to the
Turn it
right,
sideways.
right to the left.
I said I'm thinking.
I heard you guys did a demo video on that.
Series.
Wow.
Multiple videos.
I believe it. I believe it.
Very instructional. Just kidding. We didn't.
But you could.
We could.
Yeah.
Yeah. We choose to do videos that we think
I mean,
people would actually want to watch instead.
You know, Steven and I filled 10 minutes with nonsense just a second ago. So
I heard it was more like an hour of nonsense.
Burn.
Burn.
Oh.
I am a Targaryen after all.
All right, so
I
they're
bleed
coming
red.
in for power. I didn't catch who got the stealth from Sirio, but someone did, and they're stealthing past Tywin there.
I'm gonna guess it doesn't matter.
Yep, so they're going to be able to win the power, use the plaza to burn Arya. That's going to be pretty tasty.
That's what I like to see as a Targaryen.
Assuming
my
that there's
friend.
not a treachery or nightmares or any one of those many, many cancels in Joe's hand.
Well, you got to make him use them.
Yep, got to burn through them. Burn through them.
Bazinga.
What? Considering his options here, and of course the threat of Dracarys is looming. The Unsullied make everyone minus one strength. Rhaegal and Drogon both standing, 1 gold saved.
Just waiting. Oh man, using Arya, may as well. She's gonna go down.
Yep. I figured that's the right play. Can Dracarys her if he wants, and then use Plaza on like the Winterfell Steward. Oh,
Treachery, there it is.
Treachery.
That's actually a great juke a little bit. It's like you block with Arya because you think they're gonna die, and then
Yep.
you have the cancel anyway. But you know the cancel will get canceled, I guess.
Yep. Power, though, moving over to Giovanni's house. He's currently at 7 to 3 on
Slowly
Joe's
building.
side. Yep, he's just a little under halfway there.
And him going first here, you know, I think Joe's going to be able to swing back and get some power back. But it's going to be just Giovanni slowly edging up and getting ready for that final, I think, swing in the next round or two if he can.
Yeah, that kind of the story of this game has been Giovanni having a lot of threats and Joe having a lot of answers. But just the nature of these threats is that they are repeatable turn after turn, and a lot of these answers are temporary, which means that sooner or later, Joe is going to run out.
Absolutely. And did you see that right there? That was the Tears of Bliss coming out
see
from
that,
the entry.
actually.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
He has the gold to pay for it and just some tasty targets.
Yep. There's some good guys. Good guys out
Sully,
there.
Drogon. Still, that ward play on Viserys is money.
Yeah.
Money in the bank. You're just kind of waiting on Viserys standing at the table and then took him.
Yep. It's a good one. I mean, really what you want to do is you want to wait and force Joe to flip into First Snow of Winter, which will send Viserys back to Giovanni's hand, allowing him to play him out himself.
And looking over Giovanni's list here, he's not running for Snow.
Nope.
It makes sense. He has a lot of cards that are not good with it.
Right. It's First Snow is not always kind to the Targaryens, but
Those dragons don't like snow.
they don't like snow. Oh, another Tears.
He had double Tears. That could
Yeah.
have been awful.
Well, you can't play 2 at once. It's a max 1 per challenge, but
Still,
Yeah.
over 2 rounds. That's a
absolutely.
lot of pain.
Yeah, and just taking out one of those is a big deal. So we'll see who he wants to play it on.
And now Joe's down to 1 card. Side
Yep.
note.
Yeah, which means his answers are fast disappearing.
And he's just rolling with top of deck.
Yep. So who do you choose here? I feel like you almost have to choose the Unsullied. That minus strength modifier has been pretty good for Giovanni.
I think with 2 dragons out, one of which has a dupe,
Yeah.
picking Drogon's not the right call.
Yep. There it is.
Yeah. And picking Syria with the dupe's not the right call. You need some board position. Seriously bad.
Yep. Unopposed, and we're gonna get claim here in a second.
All right,
Not that many cards in Giovanni's hand either.
Oh! He could have played another one, right? Because it's on the other side of the board now.
Oh, I don't remember how those rules work. There's some complicated rules for taking control. I don't know, honestly.
You stand on your left leg and you
Yep.
hold your right ear.
Turn to Widdershins and recite
point to the
recite
north.
the 3rd book of the Bible. All right, coming in probably
You mean the
Some
7-pointed star?
right. I know. Oh, nope, military. Choosing to block with Sirio. So definitely no renown on Amory Lorch, since Giovanni has way more than 3 characters.
Way more.
I suppose not that much way more. He's only going to have 4 characters at the end of this round.
And
Interesting that he chose to kill the Loyalist and not take a dupe off of one of these characters.
It's fair, though.
Yeah.
It's really fair. Is that Unsullied just hanging out? Oh, he's got the tears.
It has the tears.
It's not dead yet.
He doesn't die till the end of the phase, but...
Why wouldn't you claim the Unsullied?
That's pretty much the other thing I was thinking. It's,
Unless you expect a...
I'm going to call that a mistake. I mean, it makes sense. These players have been playing a lot. These are...
you could also be
intense
preparing
matches.
for a Pintoshi.
Right. If you...
if you think your opponent has it.
Yep.
Which, Joe really needs the gold here.
Yeah.
Just kidding. All right, how are we feeling? I'm feeling it's like it's more even than I was giving it credit for. Ward really balanced the power here.
Ward helped the tiers, and then claiming someone other than that Unsullied also helped to swing things in Joe's favor.
That said, though, Giovanni has 2 dupes. Like, military is not going to be a thing for a few rounds.
Yep, but power-wise, they've come back to pretty even. Joe's at 7, Giovanni's at 8. Looks like calling the banners and then famine on Giovanni's side. So that is...
Calling the banners. They're getting rid of some of the characters.
Yep. So he's going to get some gold off of the characters there. Going to get 4 gold for Giovanni's characters. Famine going to increase the cost of every character that Joe plays by 1. And it has 2 claim, which is...
That's actually the important part here.
Exactly.
2 military.
Sometimes the cost increase is important,
yeah,
but...
he should be able to empty out Joe's hand this turn if he can get an intrigue through, which he can. He can give stealth to anybody he wants.
Yep.
Big turn. He also has that plaza is just going to keep being painful.
Yep. And, yes, there are these consistent threats out that Joe's going to have to deal with. And Joe is basically in top deck mode at this point.
There's a lot of great cards he hasn't seen, though, so I imagine he's going to start seeing them.
Yeah, that's true.
It's really something. You have 3 of the Illyrio's location out.
Yeah, Illyrio's estate.
In the top 20 cards of your deck.
It's a pretty fancy estate.
It's a pretty nice reduction.
Yeah. It's, Giovanni can basically play whatever he wants at this point.
How nice would Danny be right here?
No, that would be pretty sweet. That would be... All right, he's got Regal. He's got... Is that a Hand's Judgment, maybe?
He does not have what you want when you have that much gold and a famine on the board. Just passes.
Oof.
Hurts.
4, 5, 6, 7 more.
This is Joe's chance, man.
Yep. Lots and lots of gold.
What did he get?
I can't see. He's moving him too fast.
It
looks like a Tears.
I think I see Eddard.
Yep, so he's got another Tears in hand.
6.
And he does have Eddard.
Wow, that's a money draw.
Yeah, Eddard is really, really good right now.
That is not.
I still can't get over that ward on Viserys. Oh, it's so good.
Just the play of the game.
Oh, so good. Yeah, Eddard is going to definitely accelerate Joe's power gain, make him a lot faster. Unless Giovanni can find a way to kill Eddard, then things are going to get rough.
And a dupe, of course.
Yep. He's invincible, just like in the books.
LOL.
Dead Starks.
I thought Giovanni there, he was going to this turn, I would put him at about 60% to win.
Yeah.
And now I'm about 55% Joe's corner here.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I feel like Giovanni's about to drop to about 45%.
Yeah, he's Joe just has so much power gain potential here.
Yep.
And that Eddard is super nice right now.
Yeah, there's no way virtually that Giovanni can push through a power challenge to trigger that plaza. There's just too many power icons on Joe's side.
And even triggering the plaza isn't going to do too much for you at this point.
Right. You could burn out Arya, but yep. Yeah, Joe just having exactly the treacheries and the nightmares and the milks and the tears that he needed throughout this early game, and that's kind of the upside of not drawing a lot of these big characters until later. Is that he was able to withstand a lot of those things that he might not have been able to otherwise. All right. Given Miri military icon and stealth.
Not a bad choice.
Yeah, she's pretty good. coming in with Intrigue.
2 claim Intrigue.
Yep, and Joe's only potential blocker is Tywin.
Unopposed.
So we'll see if Joe chooses. Nope, looks like he's going to leave it unopposed. He probably wants to leave his characters up so he's able to strike back, and Eddard Stark will really help with that, because he's got renown. He gives more power to another participating character when he wins the challenge. So it's it can quickly accelerate how fast Joe is able to move in this game.
Yeah, and it makes you leery of even attacking in any challenge in which Eddard can block.
Yep.
Which is the 2 other challenges that Giovanni has not done yet.
Yep. So Sirio possibly gonna come in here, a little military stealth action.
Stealthing Tywin.
All right, we'll see. He might choose to block with his characters. He could just claim Viserys and get rid of Beggar King.
Which I'm a fan of.
All of those are pretty good options. It looks like he's going to choose to block with Amory Lorch.
Now, a Dracarys here would be real good.
That would be pretty sweet.
Because it's military, so
yep.
It's 2 claim.
Yeah, we haven't seen any Dracarys from...
Crazy.
Yeah, that's really pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, right there, Dracarys, right? So you can get rid of Lorch. You can 2 military claim.
Yep, absolutely.
Giovanni's had several moments in this game to capitalize and just hasn't had the cards to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he definitely got screwed on this last draw here.
Well, when your opponent draws dupe Eddards.
Yeah, it's
and you drew no characters, that's a bummer.
Yeah, it's not really what you want.
Not sure what's being discussed right now.
Yep, looks like all right, so we're going over to Joe for challenges. Giovanni choosing to pass on any kind of power challenge. Tywin swooping in, probably that Intrigue, and we know he does have another Tears in hand.
And Joe's going to be able to just quickly gain power here.
Yep.
2 characters with a none on Giovanni's side. And Giovanni's only 6 away from winning, so if he'd had something with power gain.
Yep, absolutely. All right, looks like, all right, Nightmares on Eddard. That's totally correct. You need to slow this down. You can't let Eddard keep giving Joe power.
Yep, absolutely. And there's the Intrigue challenge, getting rid of another dupe of Rhaegal.
Yep. Rhaegal already had a dupe, probably didn't want to play out another one.
Yep, just have Intrigue bait.
Yep.
All right.
We'll see. I'm sure there's a power challenge coming through here.
And Giovanni has Miri standing still with Stealth and all 3 icons.
Yep.
Probably wants to block the power with Miri so he can block with Drogon on the other, not give unopposed. He needs to really keep Joe out of the power game until he can get some better cards.
So coming in with power for 2. And
that's going to let him trigger the Plaza.
He's going to block. Yep, it will. Which might have been an oversight on Joe's part.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure that he saw that coming.
And there goes Arya. That is a huge turn, I think.
That is really big. I think that's definitely a mistake.
100%. All right, now we're back I'm in the 50-50 territory.
Yeah, this game has been
similar levels of power, similar board positions. I like Tywin Lannister, or Tywin. I do like Tywin Lannister and Eddard. But man, looks like
they're discussing who gets Dom. Looks like 10 on Joe's side.
This game is really right down the line for me.
Yeah, there have been just these moments where both players
and honestly,
make a mistake, and
they're down to 2 plots.
Yeah.
So if they loop back around and confiscation comes back into play.
Oh yeah. Well,
this gets way more interesting.
Well, first no has to be played before confiscation. Okay, so he's going to march. I'm sure that he's going to march Viserys rather than see it sent back to Joe's hand or Giovanni's hand in the next round. And then Summer Harvest.
King.
Yep.
There goes Drogon. There goes Viserys.
Oh, so good.
That was a really great play.
Yep.
Another option, especially if you have a Milked Miri who's not going to come back for a little while, assuming you have 3 in the deck, which he does.
Right.
Or he has 2 in the deck, my bad. I almost would consider pitching Miri to Marched.
Yeah, although she is one of your, she is your only power icon at this point, and you really need to be opposing those power challenges.
Yeah.
It's
We'll see what he drew. He can play anything he wants.
Yep. Super even game. 9 power on each side.
Viserion, exactly what you want to see.
Yep.
-1.
He's a character, you know.
Let's see what he gets. This is the big play.
Yep.
Give me something big. 2,
oh man.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
What's he got?
Khal Drogo.
Yes, that's money. Money in the bank. He has Khal Drogo, 2 military challenges. He has 2, ultimately, any 2 characters he wants with stealth. And Khal Drogo is also renowned. Imagine if he had Khal last turn.
Yep.
Like how different this game is.
Oh man.
That's exactly what he wanted. He's going to be able to eat through these dupes.
He's going to be able to burn out the claim soak with Plaza of Punishment. That's really, really big for Giovanni that he dropped Khal Drogo.
And he's still got a card and 3 gold with 2 standing dragons, so he can threaten
Dracarys. Yep.
Dracarys.
All right.
Man.
So just the 1 Winterfell Steward. Joe continuing to be in this top deck mode where you're really at the mercy of your deck and whatever it spits out. Giovanni's in the same position. Yep. I mean, Joe had the great draw last, getting the duped Eddard.
That's why I'm saying 50-50, though.
Yeah.
The problem is, and that's what's great about having the 2 characters here with stealth. You can stealth past Eddard at both times.
Yep.
But the power game potential on Joe's side is terrifying.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they're both 6 away, which is so achievable in a single round.
Yeah. Yeah, they're both extremely close.
Yep.
All right, Giovanni going first.
I actually almost like using Sirio to give Rhaegal the military stealth. And sending Rhaegal stealth past Tywin on the unopposed intrigue.
Right.
And then pass.
Yeah.
And just sit. Because, like, you can't... If you attack and kneel down, even 2 military challenges is not going to be enough to...
No challenges?
He's just not challenging.
Yep, no challenges.
I still kind of like sliding that Rhaegal by.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm not sure Rhaegal's going to give you enough strength to matter on the challenges that matter.
Right, right. Oh, man. Giovanni needs an answer to Eddard before he can go on the offensive.
I'm trying to figure out which plot Giovanni has left.
Giovanni
March to the wall?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Just checking the power. Got 9 on both sides.
And it's really interesting because now if Giovanni wins on defense with Khal Drogo, he gains the power.
Yeah.
So you got to be really careful.
And triggers Plaza. I mean, you cannot allow
Don't let
Giovanni
Plaza happen again.
to win on defense.
That was brutal last turn.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, but that's the kind of thing that could surprise happen with Dracarys in play, you know? Looks like Giovanni only has 1 card in hand. We don't know what it is, but it could be that one.
And he's got some Dracarys coming his way. So, I mean, they're there.
Yeah. Every turn is getting more likely. That's how probability works.
That is indeed. If you're watching at home, the less deck you have, the better the odds of drawing the things you haven't drawn yet.
Yep.
I'll let you know when it's mine.
Turns out you only need 15 power to win, and the first player to get 15 power is going to win.
All right, some tough math being done here.
All right, so it looks like Tywin coming in, 13 strength with Eddard, 21 strength. No, 19 strength. 19 strength power challenge. Plenty to win.
What if
maybe putting some more people in?
Yeah.
We'll see.
Let's see. Giovanni has 12 power.
So he wins this challenge. He gets, obviously it would be opposed, so there'd be claim.
Military.
3 total.
Claim, and then 3 renown, right? Because he's got Tywin and Eddard triggers. So 4 power, bringing it 13 to 8, which looks significantly better for Joe. And then Giovanni would win renown or dominance, so it'd be 13 to 9.
Yeah, initiative's going to be a real thing next turn too.
Yeah.
And you just have to have an answer.
Yep.
So Giovanni's going to need his deck to deliver.
Yeah.
Deliver me.
I don't think that Joe can actually win this round, but he's going to get pretty darn close, I think.
Yeah, and what's do we know what Joe's last plot is?
Joe's last pot is first snow of winter, which is going to actually help Giovanni significantly more than it helps Joe.
Interesting.
It's going to bounce out his claim soak. If
he can survive.
Yep. All right, so just chump block in there.
Oh, man.
Oh, it was a military. Everything I know is a lie.
And he's putting Drogo to the sword. This is not looking good for Giovanni.
That definitely doesn't look good.
Claiming on...
Wow, okay, so if it was military, oh, man.
There's still a power challenge to come. Won't happen, though. Oh, man, look at all that power. Power.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, and he had Renown on Lorch because he only has 2 years.
Yeah, at this point now, yeah. Oh, man. All right, so he's at 13 power. He can't win the power challenge now.
That's fine, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's now asserted himself. He has the positioning and the Renown.
You've gotten the same power gain, but...
reducing, putting the dragon back.
Fire and Blood is...
Interesting choice, because we know First Snow's coming. He doesn't.
Right. Dominance going to Giovanni for sure. So it's 10-13. We're going to see...
I don't even know what saves you.
Oh, well, I mean, if you go first, his last plot is, what did we say? March to the Wall.
He's going to go first.
Which has higher initiative. All right.
Here we go.
Oh, snap. All right.
March to First Snow.
So he's got to go first.
And he's going to obviously...
Yep.
That's how he knew March was coming. That's a genius play to get Viscerin back.
Yep.
Because he gets to keep the other 3 characters.
Yep.
Oh, boy. This is a good game.
This is
we're
really
at 10
good.
to 13 power.
All right.
That Khal Drogo being gone is huge.
Getting that Renown off the board, that could easily be the difference here.
And he could have stopped it. He could have blocked.
Yeah, he could have blocked with enough.
All right, money.
All right.
I'll tell you who'd be good here is Danny.
Danny'd be pretty darn good.
We'll see what he gets. We'll see what he's got.
Oh, snap. It's a 4. Okay, Jogo's pretty okay. You really need another.
Okay.
You really need another Blood Rider to make him awesome. Okay, he's just saving 6 gold. That's his only guy. All right.
Is there any way?
I don't know what Joe drew here. He's got more than enough gold. Treachery is 1. What's the other one? Treachery, and I didn't get a good look at it. I'm on the edge of my seat.
I just don't know how Giovanni works his way out of this one. He didn't win quick enough.
Yeah, I mean, you need Khal Drogo on this turn.
Your challenges.
All right,
just passing.
Yep, so First Snow is going to go off here. Hopefully the players will remember here in a second. And that Winterfell Steward should bounce, and Rhaego should lose a dupe. First Snow.
They haven't triggered it yet, and it should be triggering.
Yeah, it's a forced reaction. First Snow. Come on, Danny Schaefer. I want to run out there and be like, First Snow.
Make it so.
Play the game by the rules.
There are rules, man. This is not treachery.
Hang on, we got a hand on the board. Okay, all right. Attaboy, Danny Schaefer.
Way to go, Danny.
Saving the day.
All right. What was the treachery about? That's the game. He's just scooping.
Yep.
Huge congrats to both these players making the finals and to Joe for winning an incredible game. He stuck it out.
That was insane. Just coming back from that early weakness, being able to, that crown of gold on Tyrion right off the bat. You're fighting an uphill. It was he got Tywin out. There were plenty of threats on Giovanni's side, but Joe just always had one more answer, more trick.
That was really rough to watch, and he got into top deck mode pretty early on and just kept delivering. That turn with Eddard, Eddard the big swing, giving him all that power.
He needed to get Eddard there.
If you imagine, he's 3 or 4 power down without Eddard. I don't think he wins there.
Yeah.
So, and on the flip side, Giovanni just nothing.
Yeah.
Just drawing nothing too many times in a row.
Yep. Eddard Stark was absolutely the deciding moment there for just getting Joe that extra power they needed to win.
And that's it's a very common situation where you're top decking at the end of a Thrones game like
Yes.
this, and
Yep.
that's just not where you want to be.
Yeah. Well,
Rough. That was a great game, though. That is deserving of a World Championship final.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well played by both players.
Yes.
Incredible to
Yes.
watch.
Both players exhibiting great play, and Joe finally taking it home as our new world champion.
Joe Mirando.
Joe Mirando.
From the United States of America.
Yeah. Taking it home.
What a showing. Very happy to see Targa in the finals, and
Yes.
saddened to not see them win.
Definitely. Definitely. Well, we'll.